Forecast. Well, I've kind of given it away that it's going to last through next week.
There's
all right,
more.
so we're done.
But you don't know how warm it's going to be and all of that good stuff. So we'll show you how warm and where, and of course, lasting through next week. But when? But when does it end? So we'll let you know coming up in a minute. We'll take you outside right now to the Santa Monica Pier, and plenty of people out and about this Friday night. Temperatures are a little more mild and conditions are clear out there. Satellite radar showing you clear conditions in the forecast as we speak. As we get a look at the big picture, you're still going to see that massive ridge of high pressure building over Southern California. What does that mean? Well, any weather is really going up and over us. So any rain, clouds, anything of the sort. So it is clear, it is dry, and there's clockwise rotation around that high, prompting offshore flow, so it's pushing out any of the cloud cover in our forecast, keeping us clear and warm and a little mild this evening. 40s, 50s, and 60s out there right now. We'll show you exactly how warm it's going to get this weekend coming up in just a bit. Rick and Sharon, back to you. Snows though, it usually rains.
And isn't it weird though that it's overcast all the time, but it doesn't snow?
But you know why? It's because there's something called the North Atlantic Drift. Excuse me,
Okay,
but
go ahead, please, be a meteorologist, would you?
I will. And it's a warm current that comes up toward the UK, and that mixed in with the colder weather on land actually creates instability. That's why you get a lot of that rain. But it's warmer. It's more temperate.
Too warm for the snow.
So it's too warm generally for snow.
Okay.
There you
So that's what happens there. But you do get a little bit of snow. And I actually lived in London for a while.
Hello, Governor.
Hello.
Hello.
And
Would you like a cup of tea?
All right.
would, actually. A spot of tea.
We actually like the English accent. So
we
that's
love
why
it.
We're
we
mimicking
absolutely
it.
love
So-
it. I never picked it up. In fact, we're even warm out there right now compared to where we've been the last few nights. We're at 60 degrees, and that's right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. So as we get a look at current temperatures, you're going to see numbers in the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. 62 Pasadena, 61 for downtown, and 61 for Long Beach. So it's mild to warm. We've got cool and clear nights out there. That's what we're experiencing right now. Gusty northeasterly winds still in the forecast, even though we technically don't have any advisories or warnings at the moment. And coastal flooding. There's actually a large swell coming in from Japan, and it's bringing in high surf. As a result, we could see some coastal flooding. We could see sets up to even 9 feet along northwest facing beaches rather. So that's something we're going to be eyeing for the next few days through the weekend. 78 earlier today in downtown, average is 68. So we were 10 degrees above average. We're going to continue to keep that streak up over the next 24 hours. In fact, we're getting up to 80 degrees by the afternoon. We're in the 40s tonight, in the 50s by the morning hours, and by the afternoon, we're up to about 80 degrees, and that's for downtown. Burbank also getting up to 80, Ontario 79, Irvine 79, Lancaster 65, and Oxnard getting up to about 79 degrees as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So even a very warm day along the coast. For the Basin in Orange County, sunshine across the board through your Tuesday. By Wednesday, a few clouds and just a little cooler. And for the coast, 70s across the board with a little bit of cloud cover moving in by Wednesday and cooling by the end of the week. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right, thank you, Emma.
And we're bracing for a very warm weekend on our hands. We'll have your holiday weekend forecast coming up.
You are.
I am. I am.
We got a
Trying
great
to make
weekend
my
to
way
look forward to,
20.
don't we?
What's that?
We have a great weekend to look forward to.
We do. We have a gorgeous weekend to look forward to. We've got a long weekend ahead as well, so we're going to have the holiday weekend forecast coming up. Plenty of people already getting a head start on the weekend right here at the pier. Looks like a little something's going on there, but you will see clear skies and pretty mild temperatures out there right now. Downtown, 60 degrees, Ontario 57, Lancaster 34, and Oxnard 53 degrees. We've got mild to warm temperatures, cool and clear nights, gusty northeasterly winds. Coastal flooding is possible. We have a huge swell coming in over the weekend, actually originating in Japan, traveling all the way to our coast here. And with that, we could see high surf and again, possible flooding. So that's something we're going to be watching out for over the next few days. As we get a look at temperatures, you'll see 70s in the forecast earlier today, 78 in downtown, 68 is average. So we were 10 degrees above average, and we will continue to stay above average. In fact, tomorrow, a good 12 degrees above average. For the next 24 hours, we're getting down to the 40s, up into the 50s, and by the afternoon, we're up to about 80 degrees, and that's going to be for downtown. Burbank also getting to 80, Riverside 78, Irvine 79, and Oxnard 79 degrees for tomorrow as well. So your forecast for Monday for MLK Day, take a look, 77 and nice, sunny and gorgeous. So a very nice day, plenty of sunshine for you. So a great day to, again, maybe go outside, go to the beach as we celebrate. Let's get a look at your 5-day forecast right here. And as we do, you'll see for the valleys in the Inland Empire, 80s through at least your Monday. And then by your Tuesday, a little cooler but still sunny. And by your Wednesday, introducing a little bit of cloud cover into the mix. But even then, still a pretty warm forecast. In fact, still above average. For the beaches, sunny through your Tuesday, little cloudier by your Wednesday. As we can look at your next 5-day forecast for the mountains, we're in the 50s with a few 60s even as we head into next week, with sunshine across the board, 20s into the overnight hours. So mild during the day and warm, cold at night, especially for the deserts as well. Still looking at teens overnight, but we're in the 60s throughout the week with plenty of sunshine, introducing little cloud cover again to the forecast by the time we head into your Wednesday, with a little bit of a cool down in store for the second part of your work week. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
All right, Ev, thanks.
So hopefully everybody will get a lot healthier with this forecast. And yes, if you can get out there and enjoy it, it's a great weekend. We've got a long weekend and you got to do it because it's going to be really nice out there. It's 58 degrees right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City. As we take you outside right now, our Mount Wilson camera showing you mostly clear conditions, just a little layer of cloud cover there. And other than that, nothing really getting in the way of the clear night sky or the sunshine over the next couple of days. As we get a look at the big picture on satellite radar, take a look at this pretty big ridge of high pressure building over Southern California. We're keeping things clear, warm, and dry as that offshore flow develops. What does that mean? Well, we're seeing high pressure, and generally high pressure is associated with clockwise winds. So it's those clockwise winds that are generated from land to sea that push the cloud cover out to sea. On top of that, it warms us up a little bit since they're generated over the land, not over the water. So with that, temperatures will continue to warm over the next few days. 40s, 50s, and 60s, 61 downtown, 60 in Pasadena, and 41 for Wrightwood. So it's mild to warm. We've got cool and clear nights out there. Gusty northeasterly winds, still the drill, and a little bit of coastal flooding possible. We have a large swell coming our way over the next few days, actually originating in Japan, making its way to our coastline, and we could see high surf and, yes, could see some possible flooding along the immediate coastline there. For the basin in Orange County over the next few days, we're in the 80s, and we're flirting with the 80s through your Tuesday. A little cooler, a little cloudier by your Wednesday, but still gorgeous out there. For the beaches, 70s across the board. We've got beach weather into the weekend. And as we head into the valleys in the Inland Empire, you'll see 80s eventually turning to 70s. Lena, Sharon? It's a great weekend for that. Definitely.
To be outside.
I've got a few suggestions for you this
Yeah?
weekend. Outside. That's the suggestion altogether because it's going to be nice.
Vitamin D, bring it on. We need it.
Exactly. And what about this? A trip to Catalina.
That'd be
That's
nice.
a great idea for the weekend, right? It's gorgeous out there. It's gorgeous right now, I would say, and it's going to continue to stay that way through the weekend. Even the coast and spots like Catalina getting up to the 70s this weekend. So we're going to break it all down for you in a minute. Temperatures currently in the 40s, 50s, a few 60s. 61 Santa Monica, 59 Long Beach, 60 in Anaheim, 56 for Riverside. As we move over to Valencia, we're at 52 degrees. Simi at 56, Oxnard 57 degrees. So you'll see mild to warm temperatures out there. It's cool, it's clear as we head into the next few nights here. We're still looking at gusty northeasterly winds, but again, a little quieter than where we've been wind-wise, and coastal flooding is a possibility. We've got a large swell coming in right now from Japan, and with that, we could see high surf, and as a result, we could see some flooding along the immediate coastline. Temperatures earlier today getting up to 78. We were a good 10 degrees above average, and over the next 24 hours, we're going to continue to be above average. Getting up into the 80s for downtown Burbank, 80, Irvine, 79, Lancaster, 65, and Oxnard along the Ventura County coastal plain, we're getting into the upper 70s. Not too shabby. For the valleys in the Inland Empire, we are in the 80s pretty much all week. Mid-70s, a little later in the week with some cloud cover in the forecast. For the coast, we're in the 70s across the board, introducing a little more cloud cover as we head into your Wednesday. Then as we head toward the mountains, 50s for the next few days, even squeezing out a few 60s, clear skies, and still in the 60s, or 50s rather, by the middle of the week, and a little bit of a cool down in store later in the week, but we've got a good 5 more days of sunshine and very warm temperatures. Lena and Sharon, back to you.
Bring it on.
And just the opposite here at home, a gorgeous weekend ahead. We'll break it all down for you coming right up.
Feel like summer here though for the weekend.
Yeah.
I really like
we're gonna
that.
love it.
Temperatures in some places in the 80s, I think, right?
Yes, cannot wait. At least personally. Hopefully you guys are excited.
Yeah,
You guys
absolutely.
like the warm
Complaining.
temperatures?
Yeah.
Okay. Hope you have some weekend plans outside, potentially.
I do.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Check.
Kind of personal, though. Do I have to share it?
You don't have to share. It's okay. I don't want to make you do that. As long as they're outside, then that's good because it's going to be really nice out there. Pretty much wherever you are in the Southland, it will be gorgeous. It will be sunny. It'll be mild, even warm, even just a bit of cloud cover, but really nothing getting in the way of the night sky or the sunshine tomorrow. We've got a ridge of high pressure building over Southern California, and that's going to keep all the cloud cover out. It's going to keep the warm and dry conditions here for the next few days. We'll have that extended forecast in just a minute. First, we're getting a look at current temperatures. You'll see a few 40s out there, a few 30s, 50s and 60s though. 61 downtown, 58 in Long Beach, and mild to warm temperatures generally over the next few days. Cool and clear nights though, gusty northeasterly winds and a large swell coming in. So as a result, we could even see some coastal flooding as we head toward the weekend. Temperature-wise, earlier today, we made it to 78 in downtown. Average is 68, so we were above average for this time of year. And record numbers 95. Didn't get anywhere too close to that whatsoever. But over the next 24 hours, we're inching a little closer. We're in the 40s, then the 50s, then getting up to about 80 degrees by the time we head into the afternoon hours. For downtown, for Burbank, Riverside 78, Lancaster 65, Oxnard 79 degrees for tomorrow. So for your holiday weekend, MLK Day, as we head into your Monday, 77 degrees under plenty of sunshine pretty much across the board for Southern California. Here's a quick drill for the weekend, though. Want to get a look at your forecast and what's going on. We were talking about that ridge of high pressure that's building into Southern California. Looks like we're not going to have that. There we go. All right, spoke too soon. There's that ridge of high pressure building over Southern California. You're going to see that clockwise rotation around the high, prompting offshore flow. With that, it's going to be warm. It's going to be breezy as the wind pushes all the cloud cover out to sea over the next few days. It's going to keep us warmer and drier. Low pressure waiting in the wings, and with that, we will eventually see a cool down later in the week. A little cloudier by Wednesday, a little cooler after that. As we get a look at the valleys in the Inland Empire, 80s turning to 70s, and finally checking in with the beaches, 70s across the board with plenty of sunshine. Rick and Lena, back to you.
Thank you.
And we're bracing for a very warm weekend ahead. We'll have all those forecast highs coming up.
I'm a giver. I give.
That was sweet. You want to see something sweet though,
Just
for real?
wait.
You
Sure.
guys?
Yeah.
You ready? All right, Sky9 flying over Dodger Stadium.
I love it. That'll
Isn't
be a
that
busy
great?
place down there pretty soon.
Yeah.
Can't
So-
wait. We're
After
excited.
they're done with all the renovations.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly. So we're
It's gonna be
excited to check it
beautiful.
out. But beautiful right now, this shot. Take a look at that, and you'll see downtown off in the distance. So thank you, Sky9, for shooting that for us tonight. All right, so it's gorgeous out there. It's clear, and temperatures are generally in the 50s in the basin. Clear conditions on satellite radar, and as we get a look at the big picture, you're going to see a ridge of high pressure building over Southern California, and that's going to keep us pretty warm over the next few days, dry and clear as well. Temperatures currently in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, 59 downtown, 57 in Pasadena, and 41 for Wrightwood. So we've got mild to warm temperatures, cool and clear nights out there, gusty northeasterly winds. We've got a big swell actually coming in from Japan, a little ways away, but it's affecting our forecast here at home. We could see some high surf, and we could potentially see some flooding at the immediate coastline. So that's something we're going to be eyeing through the weekend. Eyeing very warm temperatures as we head through the MLK weekend here. 78 earlier today in downtown. Average is 68, so we were above average. We're going to continue that trend as we head into the next 24 hours with plenty of sunshine. 80s for Burbank tomorrow. Same thing for downtown. Ontario 79, Lancaster 65, and Oxnard at 79 degrees. Keeping things that way through the weekend, even through your Monday for MLK Day. Take a look at this, a gorgeous holiday weekend forecast. It's sunny, it's nice. And we're looking at temperatures in the 70s with plenty of sunshine pretty much across the board. So take a look right here. There's that high that's sitting over Southern California, and you'll see that clockwise rotation prompting the offshore flow, leading to a warm forecast and quite a breezy forecast as well through some of our mountains and through some of our valleys as well. There's low pressure waiting in the wings, and eventually that's going to affect our forecast. Eventually that's going to cool us down, but for now, keeping things nice and warm, well above average over the next few days for the basin in Orange County. We're in the 80s for the next couple of days, and then flirting with the 80s Monday and Tuesday. A little cooler, a little cloudier for your Wednesday for the valleys in the Inland Empire. Sunshine through at least Tuesday. A little bit of cloud cover on Wednesday, but still not stopping us from warm temperatures. Beaches in the 70s across the board by Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover, and finally checking in with the mountains. Sunshine, 50s and 60s. So gorgeous weekend to maybe even hit the slopes. Back to you.
Wow.